Hello everybody. Well, our maple trees are blooming, and so there's a bit of pollen coming in. These maple trees, I don't know whether you can see anything on them, but yeah. Anyway, today I was going to do inspection on the last hives I've got, and I got through 2 of them. Basically, well, I was trying to reduce them down because there were small hive beetles in some of them, so I've reduced one down. And I've got it down to a single deep, and I went and did the other one. In the meantime, I left some frames out. Well, no, I didn't leave the frames out. I left the hive bodies there. Some hive bodies that probably had some wax on them. Anyway, I'm not going to get too close because I had 2 bees just wanting to come here, and I got my suit on, but I still don't want to get stung in my hands. I'm going to sit down here and talk to you a minute. So this hive on the left and the bottom was a double deep. I reduced that down to a single deep, and it's pretty full of bees. Same thing in the top up there. The one on the right actually has bees in it. I didn't reduce it because, well, there's quite a few bees and they're brood, but there are some small hive beetles in that one, so I was a little concerned with that. Anyway, I went in to clean out some hive beetle traps, and when I came back, these bees were robbing. So now, I haven't even got into this hive yet, but I left that box right there that had bees in it, just in the open, so I think that may have caused the robbing. Now what I did is I put a brick right by the opening and just left a bare little bit of opening there, and put a wet towel over it. And hopefully by sundown, maybe they'll stop robbing and things will go back to normal again. I don't know. At any rate, on the top one I went up and put a very small opening there, so that won't happen. Won't start doing that there. And down here on the bottom one, I put another reducer on it. Let's see, where is that? Right there. So that there's not very much space for them. Those are probably, the robbers are probably actually coming from those 2 hives. I'm not sure which one. But anyhow, I just have this double deep I was going to go into, but I can't go into it now because it started as robbing. So, well, we'll see. Sorry about the shaking bees. I'm shaking a little bit out of breath from walking around the yard and trying to keep the bees from stinging me. There were 2 of them that followed me, 300 feet or so, and they didn't want to let up. So I sat there, just waited until they left. Probably took about 5 minutes. So at any rate, who knows? This may get robbed out overnight, or it might be the sun get down pretty low right now. It looks like the robbing is kind of stopped, like they really don't know where to go. So they're probably still trying to figure out what this box is. You can see there's bees all over it. So maybe, later tonight I'll come back and remove that box. And I guess they had some pheromones there that they were after, because there had been some bees in that box. I had taken it out from the lower one there. That was the top of this one here. So there are probably some still pheromones in there, and they decide, hey, there's something in here. And then they decide to rob one next door. So, I don't know. I'll tell you what, at this point I'm just trying to let it go and go with the flow. See if I can learn something this year, and figure if I can get the small hive beetles out, then maybe I can start doing some more things. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that that took place there. I learned a little thing: don't leave your box right next to it. Move it away after you've done the inspection. And I think that's because that box was actually from this other one, this one here. And because of that, the bees just said something's wrong here, and they started hunting for something to get into that box there. As you can see, most of the robbers now are starting to go over to that box because they can't find a way into the double deep. Hopefully this will all stop by morning. by evening, and we can start over again. I gotta do an inspection tomorrow. I'll move that box and maybe some other boxes away from there. I got my Beetlejuice there, and put my things away after dark or about dark and go from there. So until next time, the saga continues. Hey, if you like this, please subscribe. I know I'm a little shaky, kind of with my cell phone here because I really didn't intend to do a lot of filming, but it's a good lesson actually. Don't leave your empty box. Bees have been in right next to your hive that might not be really strong. Now, I looked at the top of it and there were quite a few bees inside. I had opened it up before this happened. Then I decided I need to go in and get some hive beetle traps. And so that's why I closed it back up. But when I came back, they were robbing. So who knows? I don't know. Could have been because it was open. I don't think so because I only had it open about 2 minutes. But I think we're good here. We'll be fine. I think they're trying to find a way in that handle now, and they're just not getting there. So the bees inside will be able to know that they can get through that towel and come back in. But ones on the outside, well, they're going to have to just go home eventually. Hopefully that's what happens. See you next time.